And what is up, everyone? This is Joe the host on Beyond the Woodline, and I have with me a special guest host today, Miss Beth Allen. Beth, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm
That's
also
good.
Shannon Rogers Day.
Yeah, you'll be Shannon today, so that's an upgrade. I like giving Shannon.
I'll try
Yeah,
not to fall, right?
yeah, just don't fall down. But
Yeah.
apparently, she already did this weekend yet again.
Oh,
Where Shannon always falling down, but yeah, she had some stuff she has to take care of. So thank you for stepping up, Beth.
no problem.
How have you been? What you been up to?
Well, back in Atlanta, it was didn't want to leave Texas.
Yeah.
As you can see, I got my Cowboys gear on. Like I don't wear Alabama stuff like some people. Um, Excited to come back. I'll be back out that way soon.
Yeah.
Get back up to Waverly next weekend. Got a
Okay.
lot of stuff going on.
Okay.
Fixing to
Cool.
launch Parathug Productions in the next
Yeah.
week or so.
That's cool. That's cool. Everything but the kind of stuff is cool. So you know.
Well,
But
brother and sister here, we got a lot going on as we're overachievers, you know.
Yeah, yeah, we are.
Uh we have a very large extended family.
yeah. And so if anyone doesn't know, we have LeAnne, and Todd, Escue on. How are you guys doing?
Good, doing good.
It's good. What have you guys been up to?
Well, we've been hanging out up at the halls of Waverly, up on the hill for the past month or so. We got together with some of our Black Wolf teammates this weekend and did a history run through Sumner County, and ended up last night at a investigation up at Old Stone Jail in Franklin, Kentucky.
And how was that?
It was amazing. Extremely active. We've been up there, I guess, 3 times now, and Beth has come with us before. We've remote viewed with Beth, and last night it was a little more active than normal. We had REM pods, millimeters. We actually use a push button light that we've used on different investigations, and it's just one of those cheap, you know, LED push button lights that you can buy on Amazon. And the spirits were actually communicating through the light. We would ask, do you want us to stay in the room? It would turn it on. Do you want us to leave? It would leave it on, would not turn it off. Do you want us to go to another room? I mean, it was full-blown communication with that. And
That button light is going on and off by itself.
yeah.
We had one instance to where we were getting set up in the room, getting all the devices set up. The push button light comes on. The REM pod sitting next to it comes on. The millimeter, which was in the middle of the room, which was 4 or 5 feet away, went off. The K2 sitting where it was went off. And then another REM pod across the room in the opposite corner going off. All this going off at the same time. It's like it started at one end and made its way to the other, and then made its way back. I mean,
Yeah.
the millimeter last night, I was doing things that I've never seen it do. It's a mill rim, and it was spiking and carrying on like it was trying to kill the battery, drain the battery. And we got a few good EVPs while we were there too.
That's pretty nice.
Would you say that it's the most active it's been since any time we've went?
I would say last night was pretty off the chart. I know we got a really awesome date. At one point, we actually use Necrophonics. It's an app that you can use on your phone. We do not believe, really in apps. We don't put a whole lot of trust in it because a lot of times, on your phone, the mic can pick up,
Some people think apps are learned.
right.
Right.
The necrophonics app, I mean, the way that we've experienced it and experimented with it has been too spot on to be a learned app. I mean,
Right.
it's what she was alluding to a second ago. We were out with Pac-Man Paranormal, Ernie Pack and Denise in one of the jail cells, and we were given, given a specific date of February the 8th. Well, we took that date and went to Bill Wilkerson, who's the curator there, and asked him if that date had any significance. And he said, well, don't know, let me check. Well, he come back to us about an hour later with a newspaper article of a inmate that died of self-inflicted gunshot wounds this past Saturday night.
Oh, wow.
Well, the paper come out on Thursday, so you back it up 5 days, February the 8th, or Thursday the 13th. You back it up 5 days to the to the 8th. That was the date that we got when we were in the jail cell.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Do you guys? I know you said you've been there a few times, right? Do you know if any of the spirits are former inmates for sure, or?
Yes.
From what we
Okay.
understand, they're former inmates, and actually we've got former guards,
Okay.
soldiers from when it was used for military barracks or hospital. I think that's right.
Horse thieves, ghost horses.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Ghost
he
horses.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
The ghost horse yet, so
He's there.
Beth told me the story.
I think somebody asked a question about if we thought it was residual or intelligent haunts.
Right.
I think we've got a bunch of both, to be
Okay.
perfectly honest. I mean, there's a lot of things that we see, like the shadow play and stuff like that, more times than not is residual. But some of the communication and some of the interactive stuff has to be intelligent. So
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
And I think maybe they were talking about last night too, but with the flashlights. To me, that shows intelligence.
Yeah.
Well, and that push button light that Todd and LeAnne have, it's not something you can just because the first time Todd actually put it out was we were at Octagon Hall.
Yeah.
And we were nowhere near it, and it came on, and I think we were all kind of excited about that because Todd was like, "There's no way."
I was doing that again last
He
night.
did. He picked it up and was shaking it, and he was like, surely there's something, there's got to be a reason why this is doing this. But it was going on command, and
I'd stepped out of the room, and
Yeah.
Sheila Brown, one of our team members, and LeAnne were the only ones in the room.
Yeah.
And they were having a conversation with this puck light coming on and off, answering their questions. It was, you can hear them getting all giddy downstairs.
And whoever loves us, we love you too, because I can't see, all I see is Facebook user.
yeah, I can't see anything either. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys have to get permission to Facebook or StreamYard. I don't remember which one it is when you log on, but it's one of those. They'll ask you for permission.
I mean, we have a lot of interesting stuff there.
Yeah. What was the name of this gel again?
It's the Old Stone Jail in Franklin, Kentucky,
Okay.
and it's right across the street from the
Simpson
County Historical Society.
Maybe we could take Joe there after Waverly.
Hey.
Is that when I'm coming down in August?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna have it sounds like we're gonna have one huge family reunion come August. So,
We really are. There's going to be some awesome people, and people like you, Joe, that we've always wanted to meet, and
Right.
some others. We're looking forward to it because Waverly has been amazing. last weekend when we were there, me and Todd, we actually help out do the 6 hour paranormal overnight tours. And it was getting kind of close to the end of the night. It was about 5:30 a.m. It's over with at 6. So me and Denise Pack from Pac-Man Paranormal, we were kind of doing a sweep of the hallways. And as we were walking down the 4th floor, I saw a lady thinking that it was one of the customers. And I was going to let them know that they had 30 more minutes left, for their night. And as we're walking up, I could see she had long hair. She was thin. And you could have not told me she was not human at all. So, and Denise goes, there's somebody, and me and her was just talking about wanting to say something to them to let them know there's only 30 minutes left. And as we approached her, she dissipated, completely gone. So we didn't know, but Ernie, her husband, had followed us up the stairs and he was coming up behind us. He actually witnessed the very same thing. And you heard Ernie behind us go, holy shit, did y'all see that? And I mean, it was all
sensory.
Yeah, all three of us, sorry. All three of us, we just kind of stood there, in awe. And we have been there how long? Like 3 months?
No, we've only been there a little over a month.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little over a month. It seems like it's longer, but yeah.
We started in March.
Yeah, that's right.
But it seems like we've been there about a year.
Yeah. And to that Facebook user, they just posted about, manipulating flashlights. This is a little bit different. What the light that we're talking about manipulating is not a flashlight. It's a disc light, like you would put in a closet or something, and it's just a push button light.
Yeah. And we actually got video of it last night. And we plan on posting it to our paranormal page, the Black Wolf Paranormal. It's just a neat thing that you can use for someone to, for a spirit to communicate through. And it varies because other locations we have got nothing off of it. Last night, our son Zach was with us and he said, we're just going to try this and just see if it works. And lo and behold, it worked. So
I'm trying to figure out who's that for us talking.
I'm like, which 3? How about all 4?
That was Cindy Ship that says she loves all 3 of you guys.
Yes. Right. Hey, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy.
Hey, girl.
Mm-hmm. And that was William Lester. I don't know if you guys know William Lester or not, but man, he's a brilliant guy. He was the one talking about the flashlight.
Yeah, that push button has to be there. There's no way it has to be pushed.
Yeah, and it's a simple thing you can buy off Amazon. LED, simple push button light. You don't really have to spend a whole lot, for your paranormal equipment. And we were given that by one of our other teammates. She had used it at another location. And she was like, you guys just use it, just see if you get anything, from it. And to our surprise, we did. And it's one of our kind of go-to things that we just kind of set out just to see.
I mean, we had a kind of a slow start to it. One of our teammates, like I said, the Sheila Brown, Sheila Holland, they actually introduced it to us when we first met before we became the Black Wolf. And they used it at a location. And it was very intriguing, so they gave me the light to use on other places, and just setting it out and just waiting. I mean, we've been to Octagon Hall and it's going off a time or two. We've been to Monroe House and it went off once or twice at Monroe House.
Did you put it out at Brushy?
Yes, we put it out at Brushy in the cafeteria and it went off.
That's what I thought.
I actually put it out at Brushy in the cafeteria. It went off
On the stand or the pillar.
The pillar. And then we put it down in the down next to the hole on that little wing wall, and it went off. But some of those were just it going off, not really any real interaction. We had some interaction when it went off at Octagon, and this trip last night was mind blowing to say the least. I mean, having a device like that come on and off on its own 7 or 8 times, and then later in the night having an interaction conversation using the push button light rather than a REM pod or the mill or one of the other what would seem more easily manipulated device.
And y'all were rocking and rolling last night. I watched the videos.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on the phone with them when stuff was going on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what?
I want to ask something earlier. You said that y'all remote viewed the area first. Is that what you said?
Oh, no, I'm there. I go everywhere with Todd and LeAnne.
Yeah.
Even when they go hiking. There's actually pictures of me and them together while I'm on the screen. So a lot of times, if like I couldn't make it last night, so if they're at a location, Todd and LeAnne will call me so I can interact and be part of the investigation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what you're saying. Okay.
And we do that a lot. I mean, we've done that with Beth. Actually, when we were at Willow's Wheat, we did that same thing with Ernie and Denise. Called them up over Facebook and did a question and answer session running the necrophonics to see what kind of responses we would get. Well, when we had Ernie on, they were down at Lote's house in Franklin, Tennessee. Again, we were up at Willow's Wheat. So Ernie comes across and asks, okay, can you tell me where Todd and LeAnne are? The Wheat was the response that he got. Well, I said, okay, can you tell me where Ernie and Denise are? Crystal clear over the necrophonics out, Lote's house. I mean, it was spot on crazy.
And we went as far as taking a brand new phone and uploading necrophonics to a phone that none of us had ever, it was not a working phone.
Right.
So when we uploaded it, we actually videoed it and had, asked questions, where are we? And it would say jail. That's when we were at the Stone Jail.
Yes. Where did we drive up from?
Yeah.
Gallatin. One of the other teammates asked, where did I drive up from? Lexington. I mean, you're not going to get that kind of stuff in a word bank or anything, especially on a fresh phone out of the case and a brand new upload.
And it's been like that every time.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell me somebody's name in the room? And
when LeAnne first downloaded it, me and her are standing there because I was telling her about it because I had never used Spiritus, but everybody else used Spiritus, and I tried out necrophonics. The first time LeAnne downloaded it, the first 2 names off there were Beth and Zach. Like it just said Beth, Zach. There's
right away. Yeah.
Right away.
Are you guys able to tell at all if it's male or female coming through?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay. Oh, that's very strange.
When it's not screaming for Todd.
Yeah,
have
you guys had anything that's kind of scared you guys come through like that?
No.
I wouldn't say anything that's scared us. I mean, we've had some things come through that have been
little unnerving.
Yeah, kind of make you raise an eyebrow a time or two, or
questionable.
Questionable, and I'll say we've had things come through that have made us uneasy to where, okay, that's kind of not right. Let's turn that off. Let's go take a break, and then we'll come back to this. I mean, but nothing that's really been too terribly scary.
Okay, well that's good. I guess
if somebody's watching you naked, maybe.
Right.
Yeah, because I guess you hear all the time, people get cuss words or cussed at, and I guess.
Oh yeah, but that see,
last night.
Yeah, we'll also use the necrophonics to do something similar as to the Estes method. instead of using the SB7, we'll use the necrophonics. And, it seems to work better for some people that can't handle all the white noise from the
Okay.
SB7 or SB11. But we've run it and an SB7 at the same time and have had similar responses. So,
And this
Yeah,
is William asking a question. Have you ever felt any of these manifestations follow you back to your residence?
We personally haven't. We've not had any experiences. Beth has.
Yeah.
I felt some of the residual of the ickiness of it,
Yeah.
but nothing attached. No.
Do you guys do any kind of like before you go in or after you leave, any kind of rituals or
I
prayers?
wouldn't say we do any rituals. We all carry stones.
Yeah.
I carry a crucifix also. A lot of us will say our prayers before we go in, and pray and be thankful when we get done. If we do or somebody does have that icky feeling or that uneasy feeling, we will do sage or Palo Santo or some things along those lines.
Notice the timing
Yes, I noticed that, Beth.
on that.
Is somebody kicking you off?
I'm kind of notorious for certain things coming
When
to
certain
visit.
questions are asked of Beth,
Yeah.
if whatever's around her doesn't want her to answer the question, she either gets muted or booted.
Or we can lose a phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. Yeah, this is a
Let,
new
let,
phone,
let
right,
me
Beth?
clarify, ladies and gentlemen watching the show or may watch this show, where I'm not toting around demons, just so you know.
No.
No.
I just make friends with people that might or might have not been in prison. May or may not have been in some sort of asylum.
I mean, that's one of the things too, and it kind of goes along with your question. Have we ever taken anything home with us? I don't believe we've ever brought anything home, but we have showed up at another location after being at a different location and start doing our question and answers and start getting responses and stuff from the last location we were at, such as a gentleman by the name of Big T that was from Brushy Mountain that come through.
Cool. We're cool.
Yeah, we came back from Brushy Mountain and went and did another instance at the jail, and she was getting Big T in Chicago coming through.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Both validated prisoners from Brushy Mountain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, William says you tend to learn in this field. There are very few so-called coincidences.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's so true.
I don't know if I've ever shared this story with LeAnne and Todd. I think I may have told Beth, or she may remember. But my father, when he passed away in 2012, I felt that he followed me around because I used to live in San Antonio for a couple of years, and I felt that he followed me to San Antonio. I just felt his presence all the time. Even when I was here in Houston, I felt him around our house, and our house was very active. I went to San Antonio for a couple of years, and I felt he was there. And one day, I was upstairs, and my daughter was downstairs, and I was yelling at her to pick up some clothes or something that I had thrown down there for the wash. I leaned over the stairs and dropped some clothes. Hey, Natalie, come get this clothes and throw it in the wash machine for me, or whatever. As I was talking to her, there's a light switch that was like right by my head. Right. The light switch flicks, and you could hear the flick, and then the light came on. I kind of looked up at her like that. I didn't think nothing of it, but I kind of felt that was my dad. I lived there for like 2 years. I came back here to Houston, and I was talking to my mom, and my mom was in the kitchen. I was leaning on a bar. There's a bar that separates the kitchen from the living room. I was on the bar, and I was telling her about that. I said, I think Dad was there with me in San Antonio, just like he was here with me. And now that I'm back, I said, I don't know if he's here or not, because I was kind of going through some stuff, and that was one of the reasons why I went to San Antonio, kind of get away from everything. And I said, but I don't know if he came back here to Houston with me or not. And at that moment, the light switch in the kitchen comes on, just flicks right on, And nobody was even near the switch when it happened.
Yeah,
That was one of the crazier things that ever happened to us,
that's awesome.
or to me. And this is
Daddy
Denise.
was letting you know.
Yeah, sure was.
This is Denise. She says hi, family.
Hey, Denise.
But I think they can follow you around, whether or not that necessarily means that they're. I don't think he ever yeah, that's you. Yeah. I don't think my dad ever invaded my space. You know what I'm saying? But I think he was always around. He was always around, kind of just letting me know that he was still there.
He's watching over you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think we all have, a family member or someone special or someone close to us that follows us around and watches over us,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to, like you asking if we brought something home from a location.
Right. Right.
I tend to think a lot of times that, if we do have that protector,
Mm-hmm.
or, we're around people who are protectors, that, stuff doesn't go home with our group anyway.
Right.
And this is William again. He says, "There's no question that loved ones that have passed on do visitations, not a haunting per se, but visits to be near you and perhaps let you know that they still exist." Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe that. It ever since that last time with the light switch, I haven't really felt my dad around, or I haven't felt him around, and I'm okay with it. Maybe he decided that I'm in a better spot now. He don't need to be around me, keeping an eye out for me, because I am, and so I think maybe he finally went on and did what he's supposed to be doing, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Where he's checking on other people. That's how it typically goes. I mean, a lot of people don't realize, your sense of smell is very important with that also. My
Mhm.
grandfather retired from Nabisco.
Okay.
I grew up on Nilla wafers, squeezed cheese in a can, saltine. But there's that very distinct smell that I always, when he would come home from work, I can be sitting there just out of nowhere. Whoa, vanilla wafers, hold on. I mean, so it's always that. You never can tell.
Right.
Hello, Susan. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello.
And this is Kevin Decker. He says, "Wait until you get into a fight with one."
That sounds like an interesting story, Kevin. Sounds like Joe.
Kevin, can you elaborate on that, sir, please?
Have you guys ever been physically attacked at all?
I haven't. No. No. I have felt drained. Just totally to where I have to go sit down. And just get outside and kind of ground myself. And I start feeling better at that point. But no, I have not ever been anywhere to where, and that's what I was telling Todd, I said, it's strange. And we have gone to some strange places. And, I have never, ever had that. I hope it never happens. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
The
they
whole
got a
thing
lot
that
to get through to get to her. And yeah. There's a whole lot. Anything's got to get through to get to her.
That's true. There's Beth, there's Todd, there's Denise, there's Ernie.
Yeah, there's a lineup.
Sheila Brown. There's a bunch.
Yeah,
I mean,
I've never
been situations.
I've never been attacked either. I've gotten scared. I'll admit that I've gotten scared. I woke up one night and there was a dark figure standing next to my bed, and it moved towards me and it freaked me out, and I threw a kick at it. But as I look back on it, I don't think it was anything aggressive.
Right.
But it just scared the hell out of me. It really did. One night I'm sitting on the edge of my bed and I got poked in the rib, and I think that was my dad too. That was, because he would do stuff like that, poke you in the rib, or pop you in the head or whatever, stuff that dads do. So,
Just that,
and,
I'm here, buddy. I'm
yeah,
here.
Exactly.
I mean, I want you to think about something. I am definitely not a ballerina. Um, LeAnne has actually seen me go up on one toe and be spin like the Tasmanian devil.
I sure
wow,
did. Yeah.
I don't know if that per se was, I won't call it an attack because I feel like if it had been an attack, I'd have been in a wall.
right.
But I'm not going to sit here and say we've been touched. We've had our hair pulled, pinched. Somebody rubbed Todd's bald head.
Really?
Pulled on his beard a little bit. Oh, I'm exaggerating now.
Yeah. This is Shannon saying, "Hey guys."
Hey,
Hey,
Shannon.
Jen.
Yeah. So, what was that like getting rubbed on your head? Was this like a regular rub, or was it a grab?
It was just a brush across the
Okay.
back of my head.
Okay.
It was enough to get your attention to where you knew it wasn't wind or it wasn't, I don't know. It was just that weird feeling.
Trying to get his
It wasn't
attention.
LeAnne.
It wasn't.
It was not me.
I've had my shirt pulled a time or two. We were doing a funeral reenactment at one of our local historic locations.
Okay.
Victorian,
Old Victorian funeral. And it's Rosemont here in Gallatin, Tennessee. So we were doing this reenactment, and me and LeAnne and one of the other actors were standing out on the front porch talking between scenes. And apparently I had a look come across my face. And LeAnne looks at me, she goes, "What happened?" I said, "Zachary wasn't behind me, or nobody was behind me." She goes, "No, there's nobody there." She goes, "What happened?" I took my jacket off, and the vest that I had on under the jacket had been untied in the back.
Oh wow.
I felt the pull of it being untied. And like I said,
So
I
Todd's
must
been
have
undressed. Todd's been undressed also by a spirit.
Anyway,
Shannon, we're sorry you couldn't be with us either, honey, but you're here with us in spirit. We love you.
yeah, prayers going out now.
Yes.
But I've had other locations to where, even at Waverly, when I'm giving the tours before the overnights, there's some areas that I'll go into by myself and kind of talk back to the crowd that I've had my shirt tugged and other things. The other night we were walking through the 4th floor and stopped to answer some questions. And when we stopped, I thought LeAnne was standing just to my right, kind of behind me. And, I kind of feel something across the back of my neck, kind of grabbed my collar and my shirt. I thought it was LeAnne. Of course, I kind of throw my hand back there to see who's back there, and, nothing but air. And I turn around and LeAnne's 3 doors down the hallway. So it's like, okay.
Yeah.
Something's trying to get my attention tonight. So.
We were on the 1st floor. We had just come out of the body shoot, and we were trying to catch up to another couple that was needing our help. So Todd was leading the way. Then it was me. Then it was Ernie Pat. And Todd was carrying on down the hallway, and we were passing the morgue. And as Todd passed, he didn't say anything. But as I passed and then Ernie passed, me and Ernie both heard, "Hey, hey." And I did not say anything because I heard it and I was like, okay, somebody just spoke to me. And that's pretty common at Waverly. You will hear those whispers because they will try to stop and want your attention. And so when I heard it, I heard Ernie behind me go, "Oh my God, did you hear that?" And I said, "Okay, tell me what you heard." And he goes, "I heard, hey, hey." That was exactly what I heard, as clear as day. So, and Todd didn't hear it. So,
and they'll call you by name. That's the thing. They'll get right in your ear. Like the first disembodied voice that I heard there, I about lost it. I'm like walking
Yeah.
on the second floor, and Ernie's right behind me, and I just stop because in my ear I hear, "Hey Beth," and I'm like, he goes, I'm like, really?
I mean, it's unnerving because you don't expect that. And that, that was me. I was definitely not expecting that. And then, to see that full body apparition last weekend, or not this weekend, but last, um, you just literally, you could have not told me that was not a human,
Right.
it was that vivid of a lady, and I mean, I could see her hair, what she was wearing, everything. And, like I told Todd, I kept telling him, I said, I really want my first experience at Waverly, and I haven't had it yet. And I had just said that, and then I had that full body apparition. So that was pretty cool.
Careful what you ask for.
That's true.
Because you know what? You haven't lived until you've been locked in the body chute, like Todd, myself, Denise. You haven't lived until then.
That's true.
See, I've been locked in the body chute twice and locked in the building once.
This is from Kevin Decker. He said, "Had one walk up to me and say, 'Excuse me, sir,' dressed like a Victorian woman."
Wow.
Yeah. We've had similar stuff like that at some of the historic homes that we investigate.
Yeah.
And here's one from William. Have you ever considered that at some point our technology will penetrate the dimensional barrier and will be able to easily and demonstrably observe and even communicate with those that we perceive to be dead? If you give it thought, our technological progress over the last 100 years, that would seem inevitable.
One can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think in our lifetime.
I don't think we'll ever see it. There's too many. I'll probably get in trouble for saying this, but there are too many closed-minded people out there to put forth that type of effort to advance this field any further. I mean, I know there's a lot of people out there doing a lot of great things with some of the different types of equipment, the Paralight, the tripwire. I mean, some of those different types of equipment that are coming out. But I think we're going to get close, but I don't think we'll ever see it in our lifetime.
Okay. I want to ask you guys something. We don't have to spend too much time about it, but so it seems like to me that sometimes when you look on Facebook, there's always people bickering in the paranormal field, and to me, it's like, come on, can we stop this already? It's like, and
Right.
99% of the time, it's so minor. It's like so minor and so petty. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? It just seems a shame that the paranormal field has come to that.
Yeah, and last night, we always try to pair up with, other people. And we had another team with us last night, and you really, for us, you learn from other people. Even if that person, walks into Waverly Hills and had never paranormal investigated before, I can still learn something from them.
Right.
They might teach me something that I've never used. And we were at Rosemont Friday night for an investigation, and there was another team that was actually running it. And we suggested, it kind of got quiet, and, we suggested to them, we do a 360 EVP. What we do, we get several people around in a circle, and we ask the same question as we're running the recorder. Because a lot of times we've seen that, something might want to talk to Beth over me, or Todd, or you, Joe. And we, ask one question. It's the same question all the way around. And then we play it back. And we have noticed we've done that several times. And every time that we've done it, it seems like one person gets one response. Nobody else does, but that one person, because they feel like, I guess it's their energy they give off or whatever. They want to speak to that person.
Right.
And It's pretty neat. So we showed that team that night, and so he used it throughout the night.
Okay.
Because he had never seen that before, and it's neat to engage others kind of that way, and if you're new at it, it's nice, to draw the people in to where they can engage in the investigation.
But going back to your question with I don't know what happened to where all of the personalities conflict, however you want to call it, but we try to get along with everybody. We do have our differences with some people, and some people have their differences with us. But when it comes to the actual field or actual investigating in paranormal, I've always been willing to put those differences behind us and move forward and learn, still continue to learn from each other and try to advance the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
we take a lot of pride in that.
Yeah.
As a family,
It's important.
we take a lot of pride in the fact that we will work with anyone, new, old. We don't care.
Right.
I got a group, Mockingbird Paranormal. Those are my para babies. They call me Paramama.
Yeah.
We were there when they came up with a team name. We've got young people on our team. We're trying to make sure when they're ready to start their own team and leave us old folks alone, that they're ready for it. I can truly say, out of the whole family, everybody's very forgiving. I am the para thug, therefore I do have a reputation to uphold. I'll be nice to anyone, just like when you're doing a job.
Right.
You don't have to like somebody to work with them, but we're all looking for the same thing. We're all looking for the same answers. Hey, Zachy, baby.
Hey, Zach.
But I am very thankful that I am part of a family that we don't care where you're from, what you look like. We want to do what we love, and we want to do it together.
That's right.
That's it. Hey, Shannon, I love you.
Love you. Sorry about the delay. He's asleep now, so I was able to get some time to pop on real quick.
all right.
So a good friend of mine's girlfriend of many, many years. He's actually got two best friends. He's one of my best friends. His girlfriend had a heart attack right in front of him, and he couldn't resuscitate her, and so she passed away. And so I have him over here, so I got him into sleep. So I got time to jump on real quick and say hello.
Well, prayers go out from us to him and his family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But I was so excited to have you guys on. I was like, Daddy, can we have on? Sorry, there's boats going on. I'm not at the lake right now, so this is where I live. I got an RV and put it in an RV park and marina. So
Nice.
Beautiful scenery.
Because I call Joe.
Girl, I love it. There's
Happy.
sanded beach, volleyball court. It's nice.
What'd you say, Beth?
You're para poppy, the hot
Para
grandpa.
Poppy. Okay.
The hot grandpa.
Para Poppy.
That's para poppy.
Okay.
Hey, I get it. I got 5 fixing to have. Yeah, I got 5 grandkids, and if you add all the other kids that aren't biologically mine, I probably got about 100.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have coming up? Yeah, and Todd.
I'm sorry?
So I said, what do you guys have coming up?
Well, we're going back to Waverly for the next couple of weekends. We're trying to come up with some ideas that we want to take some friends of ours too that have been begging to investigate with the Black Wolf Paranormal Group, and we're going to try to set up some stuff like that coming up in probably around the end of May. We're going to try to get out to the Nathan Bedford Forest Boyhood Home down in Crawford, Tennessee. And then there's a couple others. We'll probably make another trip back up to the Old Stone Jail. we'd like to get our full family together at some point. If we can all get a weekend off, which probably won't happen until after August. You know, the Midnight Wolf Pack. That's our big family. We need to get all them together and get out and do something. But we'll keep everybody posted on Facebook.
We need to get something organized.
Well, we get to see lovely faces in August.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes,
August
that's
is gonna be
true.
the
That's
party.
true.
Oh, and I get to see you in July
Live
and June.
on the show. Sorry, 1 second. Let me mute this.
So, you know,
And then don't forget our big event in July, at the end of July, meet and greet at Old Stone Jail.
the 31st, yes, most definitely.
I get to sail in there for that and then sail right on to the great state of Texas for my birthday.
Fine, be that way.
Hey, I thought you were going.
Yes,
As long as
I have a new event in July, on July 3rd, and I was going to see if you guys wanted to come and be part of it. The flyer's coming out soon. So, for Old Park Hotel, because we've talked about it. So it's going to be a fundraiser for renovations and restorations for them, because, you know, Dan and Connie LaFave are amazing in the field. They do so much for other people. So I want to do a fundraiser to help them maybe do some restoration and put another room together for, you know, for people that come. And it's also my birthday celebration. So it's going to be a social event and investigation. So you'd have to have been to this location to understand how that it could definitely work out. But Beth is, yeah, it's a lot of fun there, but it's going to be a social event. It's going to be like being too loud. It's just going to be fun and investigating. So
that's awesome.
And your name has been streamed through the halls of Old Park, LeAnne. Shannon will tell you, oh my God, LeAnne would love it here.
yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I would, because Beth told me a little bit about it, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds like right down my alley." So
it's amazing.
Oh, it's a fun place to investigate. It really, really is. And I've held masquerade events there where we all dressed up. It was so much fun, so much fun. So yeah, this is going to be a birthday celebration plus a fundraiser. So we're going to have fun while we investigate and stuff, and it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, Dan is awesome. I didn't get to meet Connie yet. Dan, they are amazing location owners.
Yes.
He investigated with us. Like, he was like, we're all sitting out there like, is that a hooker? Oh my God.
Beth and I got hired.
Yeah, we got hired.
It was
then
funny.
There's the Black Beaver of Ballinger.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to stop right there.
Yes, there is a story.
We don't need to derail Joe's show.
No.
Yeah, I'm just going to mute Beth right now.
It was y'all are no fun.
So,
I didn't mean to
what
come
is
on
this
and
one about,
sidetrack y'all. I'm
guys?
sorry.
NBF was a good experience with y'all, Todd and LeAnne.
Yeah,
What is it?
Nathan Bedford Forest Boyhood Home. That Susan Grant and them actually invited us. They had some extra tickets come available.
Okay.
And they invited LeAnne and myself and the Sheilas to go out. And we spent an investigation out there back in February. I don't know, it was cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember. I was on the phone for that one too.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. And we had a lot of good experiences, good EVP session upstairs. We had some experiences out in the family great lot that was outside, and then shadow play out around the bars. But I think, talking about doing stuff like that and doing it with friends, like Susan and her family, I think we had more fun sitting in the summer kitchen talking about gravy and biscuits and cornbread and just this whole line. I don't think we laughed that much on an investigation in a long time, but I mean it's true fun. And when you get your family together and friends, and you can get out and you can cut up and have a good time and have a successful investigation at the same time, you can't really ask for anything better.
Right.
I just do inappropriate and successful.
And you're good at it.
I am.
Yes, you are, Beth.
If you ever need to get derailed,
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind.
Or if you ever need someone to hear something you didn't actually say.
Okay. Or to interpret it the way that you wanted to interpret it.
well, Beth can actually write a book right now. It'd probably be a couple of 1,000 pages long. It'd be a phone book type fit kind of thing. On what I heard you say was, because I don't know if her ears can hear my frequency very well from time to time, but some of the stuff that I say and what she hears is really out there. No response.
She doesn't know what you're talking about.
What I thought you said was,
Yeah.
we can't wait to get y'all out, man. It's going to be,
Oh,
yeah.
my Lord. Yes.
No,
It
we're
will
looking
be.
forward to it. But we just gotta schedule everything out.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off here because they're getting ready for a big barbecue out here and everything, and I don't want the background noise. But I gotta go back and check on my friend too and see if he's woken up or not.
All right.
Talk
Good
to
to
you later.
see you, Shannon.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Shannon.
good.
But
Give us a
love
call
you
later.
guys, and
Love
love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Cool.
You know what I thought I heard her say? No, I'm just,
How great you are, Beth.
We don't want to know.
Add
Poor
something
Joe.
to-
Joe's
add
going to be
something
like,
the barbecue.
do not leave me alone with Beth while I'm here because you.
Well, don't forget, I got a mute button right here too. See?
Hey, and I can do it in Spanish too, Joe. That's the fun part.
Oh no, well, yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, I can do it in
Joe,
Spanish and English.
I don't know. I'm sure you met LeAnne, and I'm sure you've had a conversation with Denise, and then you got Beth, and then you got Shannon coming with you. I think Eileen's going to be coming up. I think April is going to be coming up.
Yeah.
So we've got all of these beautiful women that we're going to have to deal with in some shape, form, or fashion.
Very strong women.
Very, very, very strong
Very.
women.
There's gonna be a lot of estrogen around there, huh?
Yeah. So we may end up just giving them the building, and all the guys go over to the casino or something.
There you go. There you go. I'm okay with that. We can investigate slot machines.
Yeah. But it's going to be a great event coming up in August. So I'm so looking forward to it.
Yeah, me too. This will probably be the biggest event I've gone to so far. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to it. There'll be a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't wait. We can't wait to share our home.
Yeah. Waverly has been just amazing. The architecture, just the building itself, driving up to it is just like, what in the world,
And it's
beautiful.
It's one thing when you talk about energies,
Mhm.
when you get the energy of Beth 316, LeAnne, the Sheilas, Denise,
Yeah.
Haley, Zachary, Ernie, definitely.
Yeah.
You get all those energies together in one spot, that's just our home family there. So when we bring in Eileen and Shannon and April and these others, I don't know that building can handle it.
Para party.
Lots of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that in itself, I think, would be interesting to see what and really, I know we're kind of joking away, but that is true though. What can happen when you combine all that together? That would be very interesting to say the
I
least.
mean, we might need to do some squatching while Joe's up too.
Yeah,
Definitely.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, I've got a video I need to send you to let you see from one of our friends that does some squatching here in Tennessee. If she'll allow me to share that with you, I want to get your opinion on it. So.
If she does, just you can assure that it won't go any further than me.
All right, great, thank you.
Yes, but we're about running up on our hour here. You guys have anything you want to add, or would you like to say to people?
Well, just follow little Beth Allen there on her shows when she gets them back up and running. You know, watch the Pac-Man Paranormal group. Watch, the stuff that comes on Midnight Wolf Pack. Of course, always keep an eye on Joe's show. We'll be out and about in the community doing our thing, doing different things, and you'll find us just about every weekend up at what's that place that nobody knows me at?
Waverly?
Waverly Hills. Nobody knows me, so.
Nobody knows who either one of us are. I don't know shit, and nobody knows you. There we go.
There you go. That's how I was introduced last week on Ernie and Denise show. Nobody knows this guy. What does that say? Howdy from Texas. Hello, Texas.
My good buddy Abe.
Deep in the heart of Texas. My favorite place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it here.
I got to get the tacos next time, people. Tacos.
There you go. Yeah. If you ever come to Houston, I'll take you to a good taco place.
Oh, I'm coming to Houston. I'm going to come down there and hang out with Slim Thug, Paul Wall.
There you go.
You. Yeah.
This is Crystal Lee saying hi, everyone.
Hello, Crystal.
Hi.
Are you guys familiar with Crystal?
No, I don't believe so.
She's a deaf paranormal investigator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's someone that I want to get on the show too.
Yeah.
I always say that.
Get her on there.
I have a lot of questions for someone like that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Who's from Georgia?
That's
Hello,
Kevin.
Georgia.
Kevin Decker.
Kevin, you're from Georgia?
This is Adam Martinez from San Antonio. That's my cousin.
San Antonio.
I was just in San Antonio, Adam. I should have called you, but I didn't.
I'll be in San Antonio soon too, people.
Cool beans, man. Well, all right, guys. It was great having you guys on as always. You guys are so much fun to talk to, man. Really, and you guys are really good people, man. That's what I really love about you guys. You're just good people, and you can't really ask for better than that. And then there's Beth. We'll talk about. Yeah,
they're good people. I'm an asshole, and I don't know shit.
Well, Beth says I can't be an asshole, so.
He's tried, Joe. It's really kind of cute.
Kind of cute. That's good.
You won't find two better people than those two people sitting right there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth. Same to you guys too.
Yeah. I think Beth has been a little bit humble there, but she's a good person too, man. You guys, if you're not following her, follow her. Check her out. Check out LeAnne and Todd too, man. They're great people. And with that being said, guys, we got to end it here. I want to thank everyone in the chat room for participating. You guys did a great job as always. A lot of good questions, a lot of good commentary. So I know we all appreciate that. And that's it, guys. You guys want to say goodbye?
Goodbye.
Bye, folks.
All right, guys. Thank you. Hold on real quick.